felt like no matter how hard you work, you're one paycheck away from struggling? You're living paycheck to paycheck. No matter how many overtime shifts, no matter if you're doing you're working a full-time job with a part-time job, you're making over $100,000. You're working, 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 and you still can't have a comfortable life, having the time to do the things you want to do. You're golden handcuffed to a job that you don't even like, you don't even want to be there. But because of these habits and the lifestyle that you have created, you have to be there. You have to show up, right? These are some of the middle class habits that are keeping us in the rat race of the golden handcuffs that we have to keep working for. Now, in today's video, I'm going to share with you some of these middle class habits that are keeping us broke in the rat race, chasing, 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 going, 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 and how we can fix them. Let's jump right into it. The first middle class habit that is keeping you broke and preventing you from achieving or creating financial wealth and freedom is the habit of living above your means. Many middle class people spend way much more than all they earn. We go by lifestyle inflation, right? We were once okay with that one job that we had before, paying all the bills and living okay. And then you realize that when you pick up another job or you get more shifts, right? You start upgrading the cars, start getting the bigger houses, start going on vacation more, and start spending more, start buying the name brand clothes. First, you were okay with Shein outfits or Temu outfits, or even, just a no-name brand. But now you feel like you're up there. You're getting another level. And as you go up that level, you try to attract more, spend more as your money is going up. That's what we call living above your means and going by lifestyle inflation. Instead, you want to live on that income that you were living on before, that you were okay on before, and that extra money that you get, maybe that extra job, that other part-time job that you get, you try to invest that money to make that money work for you instead of spending that money, spending. That means that you'll be working all the days of your life, right? Because you're creating more expenses as you earn more. You know what the rich people do? The rich people pay themselves first. They put away at least that 10%. If you haven't seen my video on how to budget and save in Canada, you can go and check it out right here. But what they do, they pay themselves first and they use that money, put that money aside and invest. When that investment work for them, that money work for them, then that's the money they use to live the lifestyle that they want to live. They go and they treat themselves, right? Not treating yourself and the money, and then you realize that you have none left over for saving, none left over for spending. You know what? I just finished complete reading a book. I like to read financial empowerment book, The Richest Man in Babylon. And that's one of the biggest takeaway. I've read so many books before that, tells us, try to save and invest. But that's one of the biggest takeaway I took from that book. Taking out 10%. Yes, you're going to set it as like a bill payment, just like how you pay your bill, but you take out 10% of what you work. And then you make that money work for you. He calls it, I think, his children and his grandchildren, right? So that money is going to work. And from that income that money work, you're going to take out another 10% and you send that other 90% to work. And it multiplies, right? So it's sending your children out and your grandchildren in money form to work for you. And then that's the extra money that you use to go and maybe upgrade the car, upgrade the house after you buy the investment property, right? And for me, I've made several mistakes financially myself. I'm on a new path of financial empowerment, and that's why I'm doing this video, to take you along with me. Now, I can admit, of course, I myself felt in these bad money traps that has been keeping me in the rat race. But now I'm on a different level and I want to take you with me. And if you want to see more videos like these, go ahead and subscribe right now, because this is where financial empowerment and financial freedom journey begins for you. Now, the next habit that is keeping you in the rat race, keeping you broke, and preventing you from achieving financial freedom and wealth is relying on one source of income. And I always stress this one in my other videos, right? You know what the rich people do? The rich people create multiple sources of income. Now, if you only have that one job and you're relying on that one job for your income, yes, it's the same job that you're getting the overtime shifts from. It's the same job that's increasing your salary. It's the same job that you're getting promotion from, getting more money from. But what happens if you lose that job? What happens to all the bills and the expensive lifestyle that you have created? Everything else, you fall off, right? So what you want to do instead, learn to create other streams of income. And I've mentioned several different side hustle ideas. I have 50 different side hustles. In this side hustle, I've created this free for you. So if you have no idea like what side hustles to start, go ahead and download the side hustle guide that I've downloaded for you. And I've mentioned on this channel several side hustle idea videos. Like for myself, I'm a registered nurse. My side hustle, I've created this YouTube channel. I'm also a real estate agent and I do several other things. I'm a life coach. So I'm not only relying on my one stream of income, but I've managed to create multiple streams of income in the forms of side hustle along with my full-time job. Now, if you are thinking of starting a side hustle, let me know in the comment which other stream of income you will be creating. Now, the third middle class habit that is keeping us in the rat race and a cuff to our golden handcuff jobs is thinking that debt is normal. Yes, we go and we borrow money from here, we borrow money from there, we have multiple credit cards, we have multiple line of credits, and we are not seeing that all those debts are keeping us trapped in the rat race, because we create a lifestyle that we have to rely on all these debts. What the rich people do instead, they try to create good debts, right? They avoid all these bad debts. They pay off all these credit cards, because what they realize that paying the bank a interest rate of 22% on that credit card that they have borrowed, they said, oh no, we're not doing that. We're putting the money in our pockets and we're creating wealth for ourselves and our family. So they avoid all those high interest credit card debts. You might use a line of credit instead, use home equity loan, a HELOC, and all those other stuff that they're going to pay less interest on. So my advice for you, I've created a video on how you can increase your credit score fast. If you have realized that your credit score has been declining because of these multiple debts that you are trapped in, then you want to create a way of paying off these debts. You can go and check out that video after watching this one of how you can increase your credit score, right? And this is a new path that we have taken. We have been in this same struggle also of falling in these bad debt traps, but I've created a strategy and a plan of how I can get myself out of this and how we're going forward on our financial freedom journey. So I'm sure you would want to do the same. So the first step is go and check out this video on how you can increase your credit score and get rid of those bad debts. Now, habit number 4 that is keeping us stuck and broke in this middle class rat race is not investing or saving for the future. Now, we try to have an emergency saving. We don't have enough saving if something really goes wrong with us within a 3 to 6 month span. What if something goes wrong? Do you have enough money, a savings account, to supplement your lifestyle if something goes wrong or you can't work or something in 3 to 6 month period, right? You know how the rich does it? The rich invest. The rich save not only for an emergency, but they have money in their account. They don't live by paycheck to getting paid today and by tomorrow they're in red. Their account is continuously in green with multiple digits behind it, right? So they take risks. Middle class people are afraid of taking risks. They want to hold on to everything, hold on to that money. They are afraid of investing, right? Life is a risk. Everything we do in life is a risk, right? So my advice for you is to step out of that fear zone and to step in faith. Start investing, start saving. That extra shift that you are doing, that extra job that you have taken up, that side hustle that you are starting, how about using that income from those additional income streams that you have created to use that money to multiply for you? Invest, get an investment property. And I mean to share, I need to do this video on how we bought our first investment property. I know someone has requested it in the past in one of my other videos, but it's still on the list for me to do that video. Now, if you want to see how we bought our investment property, our first investment property, go ahead and subscribe now. So you will see when it drops soon, right? So look at different ways and means of how you can start investing. Again, maintaining a good credit score, good credit history is important when it comes on to getting a mortgage, not only for your first house, but also to purchase an investment property. So you need to start taking baby steps from now to step into investing. And not only real estate, there are several other ways of how you can start investing. And I'm sure there's many videos on YouTube streets like on here about investing. I've not dived deep enough into investing. So this is our first real estate investment journey, which I will share as things progresses. Habit number 5 that is keeping us stuck in the rat race of this middle class habit is trading time for money. We think that we have to hustle, hustle, hustle and bustle and broke our backs, right? To get pay, to get an income, to see our money coming into our account, to get a notification. No, we don't. And that's what the rich and wealthy people understand. They send their money to do the work for them. They understand that money is a tool. It can use, it can, do the things, the tricks and the things to get an income coming into their bank accounts, right? So you have to change your mindset from not thinking that the only way to get money is for you to trade your time for money. You can create several passive sources of income where you might create something once, you spend the time to create it once. For example, creating a course, creating a digital product, or things like that, writing a book, and you put that out there and it is working for you. You don't have to be working 24/7 to see a deposit into your account. Same as real estate, same as investing, right? You can have an investment property and years after years, then you get an additional stream of income extra after paying the mortgage from that property, right? Same as other forms of investing. So you have to change your mindset. Think of creative ways of how you can start multiplying using the money as a tool, like the rich, just as the richest man in Babylon, that book, right? And just as he mentioned, sending out the money, using them as your children and your grandchildren, right? So that it works for you, multiply for you. Which one of these habits do you struggle with the most? Let me know in the comments. Now, if you have learned anything from this video, please click the like button, share it with a friend, and go and check out this video next that will help you on your financial freedom journey.